In this episode, we complete our second 10-day tour of northern Baja. We've traveled down the Pacific coast south of Ensenada, and we pick up just south of the 28th parallel at Guero Negro.
Woo, we officially made it into Baja Sur.
Yeah.
Yes, and we also got sprayed with some insecticide as they were spraying the truck next to us. It just wafted in.
I don't know if you needed it.
I'm actually full of bugs all the
Last
time.
night,
Yeah.
I felt like there were bugs all over me, so maybe it was a good thing.
Where are we? Guero Negro.
Guero Negro.
Guero
Yeah,
Negro.
We're such gringos.
We're such gringos. But here's Guero Negro.
The town of Guero Negro was once the largest exporter of salt in the world, supplying the United States, Canada, and much of Asia. But Guero Negro is also well known for its coastal biosphere reserve, where whales gather seasonally each year.
Right now we're looking for this guy that has a taco van that looks like a whale.
Looks like a whale.
But they said in the guidebook that it would be in front of the casino, but nah, it is not. So we're gonna drive around and see if we can find him because they're supposed to be really good. And I need a big old nasty straw tourist hat. My little ball caps are not cutting it for this fair young lady. Burning. Zach says, look at the Land Cruiser. There it is. There's the Land Cruiser over there.
Sweet.
Wait.
We would head west out of town to explore the marshlands and lagoons that surround the town center. Our drive would end abruptly at the ruin of this old lighthouse, now a popular fishing spot.
We just had a really nice lunch in Guero Negro, and we are going from the Pacific side to the Gulfo side. Should be pretty interesting. Right now we're on a crazy dirt road, and there are huge pockets or divots or holes in the middle of the road, and the only way you know this is because they're marked by a tire. Who knows where we'll camp tonight. We are really hoping to camp on the Pacific side and see some great whales, but we got denied.
We got a couple hundred miles of this. So
yeah,
we're in the middle of nowhere in
dirt.
Baja.
Yeah.
Headed towards El Arco, which is apparently a historical fuel stop for the Baja 1000.
Yeah.
But not much else.
Little info is available on the village of El Arco, and it's easy to see why. It's merely another dusty outpost in a vast sea of desert that sees a few days of excitement each year when the races come through.
Just driving through El Arco now.
Nothing here.
Wow.
Spot on the map.
Spot on the map, I don't know, a couple of buildings.
A
church, cemetery. I don't know where you are.
A happy place.
With many hours of hard trail driving behind us, we were happy to see signs for beachfront camping, showers, and Wi-Fi, but our first impression was that no one was home. But a few minutes later, I would be securing our spot with our kind host, delighted to share his peaceful bay with a couple of weary travelers.
We just rolled up into this crazy little place. It's getting dark and we don't want to go much further. We've crossed over from the Pacific side to the Golfo side, and we're, I don't know, Francisquitas, I believe it is. And Zach's actually off talking to this little guy now about just kind of pulling up on his little private property in this really beautiful little bay. We're tired and we want to end the day, and the sun is pretty much already set, so it's time to tuck in and eat some avocados for dinner or something like that. But yeah, Francisco Squitas? I don't know, but it seems like a cool little place. What do you think of this spot?
It's great.
That's really beautiful and quiet.
It's fantastic. Worth the drive.
Yeah, for sure.
We took our hot showers and said adios to this beautiful spot and continued north along the race route toward Ruta's favorite town, Bay of LA. Baja has something for everyone, but off-road enthusiasts are particularly blessed. Bring your four-wheel drive down here and you'll be rewarded with perfect solitude on beaches just like this.
So there's this donkey in the middle of the road. It's a showdown, a donk down. So we're back in the Bay of LA. Woo! It is absolutely amazing down here. I think so far this is my favorite little spot. But we've seen a lot of other things this trip. But it's just like super cozy, and we saw some dolphins this morning. It's really nice, and we're gonna go find some fish tacos or something. I'm glad to be here. Kind of feels like visiting an old friend.
After gorging ourselves on fish tacos in town, we sought out an isolated camp that would offer a chance to explore some tide pools and maybe offer a glimpse at some gray whales that were calving in the area.
The sun is going down. Just made a fire. Thinking about dinner. Pretty good day, eh?
Pretty good.
What did we do today?
Chilled out.
We didn't really do.
Myself.
Yeah, Zach hurt himself a little bit, but we didn't have to go to the hospital.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Little first aid.
Yeah, a little ice, little first aid, but no big deal.
Now we're just gonna chill out some more.
Relaxing, so good. Hopefully the wind dies down. We do have a roaming coyote that's been in our camp. I have a feeling he'll be around checking us out and sniffing on our trash later on tonight, but no big deal.
I got up just as dawn was breaking to the east over these mountains and was able to capture another perfect Baja sunrise. As we headed back to town for supplies, we were blown away by the amazing bloom of spring flowers we were seeing. Baja's lupin, Mexican poppies, and creosotes gave the coast an astonishing splash of color. That evening, we would make camp just a few hundred yards from our first Bay of LA camp a couple months earlier. Having missed the San Francisco to Baja mission on our first trip to Baja, we were determined to find it this go-round. It It would be a longer trek than either of us had bargained for, but would be one that would be well worth it.
El símbolo, ellos eran cristianos y ellos católicos.
Catholic, okay.
Católicos de Roma. Pura familia mío.
Your family? Ah, sí.
Tengo 12,000 años de historia.
Wow.
Este es original de indios. Todo de cornisa para abajo es original.
Our tour guide, a native of the Cochimi tribe of central Baja, explained that his family history dated back 1,000 years in the valley. They were the proud caretakers of the mission, having been directly involved with its restoration. Our return trip to civilization would take us many hours, so we again decided to hang up our spurs in Bay of LA for one more night. After so much time spent in the wilds of Baja, it felt a little weird to be back in the tourist town of San Felipe. But the vibe here is laid back, and the stop offered us another chance to make comparisons between taco shops, strictly for research purposes only, of course.
Trying to find a place to camp. We were just at the Chenoweth Museum hoping that we could get a room, but alas, we could not. They were fully booked up, so we're gonna see what we see down here at the lagoon. And yeah, just call it a night and get ready to go back to Tucson. Wish we could stay forever. All right, so we just chose our camp for the night by this beautiful little lagoon. The sea is kind of up over this rock dike behind me, and lots of really interesting bird life, and it's just really quiet and lovely. Pete's back here, Zach's doing a little setup. All right, last night blues.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, how are you feeling about the trip?
Oh, great trip.
Now we're just gonna sort of tuck in for the night and get up early and head for the border.
Yep. Try to get through as quickly as we can, and then we got, what, 6 hours on the other side of the border until we get to Tucson.
Yeah. So. Super glad we were able to come down. And we'll keep coming down because it is fantastic. All right, y'all.
We toasted goodbye to Baja over our last campfire and were treated to a beautiful moonrise over the Sea of Cortez. In the morning, it was time to hustle our way back to the border at Mexicali. Is that surfing monkey?
Is there a surfing monkey? Zach thinks he sees a surfing monkey. Do you need a surfing monkey?
No.
We've been in the borderline for 2 hours now, but there was a lovely gentleman who came to serenade me. I feel so honored.
He was really singing from the heart.
Yeah, I was singing from the heart. But it was actually really cool. It was a fantastic time. I am super tired. I think that by the time you get to the border and you wait in the line and all of the vendors going back and forth, and maybe you haven't gone to the bathroom in a while, you're tired. I feel tired. How do you feel?
Yeah, pretty worn out.
Yeah, been a great time. I'm sad to leave. We'll be back. I think we're gonna do Christmas here again. Yeah, something like that. But
we'll definitely be back soon. And maybe by then we'll have a Century Pass and we'll scoot.
Yeah, just. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Good times.
Bye.
Seal babies out there on that little island.
Are you asking if there's seal babies? There's probably seal babies.
What kind of starfish was it?
I think it was a chocolate starfish.
Are you sure about that?
Chocolate starfish. Ugh.
Because Baja.
It is a super sandy. This is how we do it.